Marco Rubio went on ABC in an interview that quickly went off the rails as he was asked about Trump's comments and behaviors as someone who supports him and was unable to provide any coherent defense for them. Which it's funny how Republicans will all say kind of the same things when they're asked about indefensible Trump things. They'll act like he's on some higher wavelength that people just can't possibly understand, really speaking to the truth. But then they'll also qualify it with, but I wouldn't say it like that. I would never say that. But he is right. He's right. And it's just crazy the mental gymnastics and Coke sandwiches these people will eat for their almighty Trump. So let's start with Rubio being asked about Trump's Jewish Democrat comment.
Any Jewish person that votes for Democrats hates their religion. They hate everything about Israel, and they should be ashamed of themselves because Israel would be destroyed.
I assume you don't agree with that.
Well, I think that there's an argument. There's a difference between being, pro-Israel, and there are people, being your religion and being pro-Israel can be two separate things.
Yeah, none of that made any sense. He's just like, yeah, but so when, and that's why Biden sucks. Trump 2024, baby. But no, really, where I don't get it is where along the line did politics become so tribal that you can't look at something clearly indefensible, clearly with no justification, and say, yeah, that's not what he should have said. Yeah, he was wrong. I don't agree. Instead, Republicans are just like, well, if you stand on one leg and bend to a 90-degree angle and look at it through the perspective of a straight white man with one hand on the Bible, you'll definitely see what I mean. Plenty of Jewish people are just sick of Netanyahu. Plenty of Jewish people are tired of having their ethnicity weaponized to justify a genocide. You do not have to be pro-Israel. Specifically, you do not have to be pro-Netanyahu to be pro-Jewish. And all these Zionists who want you to think that it's about the plight of the Jews, so it's easier to sympathize with, are the same people who push globalist conspiracies, the Great Replacement, and other longtime anti-Semitic tropes, so it's all just smoke and mirrors anyway.
What we are dealing with here, my friends, is a con artist. He is a con artist. First of all, he runs on this idea that he is fighting for the little guy. But he has spent his entire career sticking it to the little guy. You all have friends that are thinking about voting for Donald Trump. Friends, do not let friends vote for con artists.
Friends do not let friends vote for con artists. You know I could have gone on. I could have played more.
Yeah, but so why didn't you play the clip of Kamala Harris basically insinuating that Joe Biden was a segregationist on the debate stage, and she's now his vice president?
We play that, but let me ask you.
Well, you didn't play it now.
That was then.
Well, yeah, that was then, but it was a campaign.
Okay, but let me ask you right now, where we are right now. Donald Trump is making the case, and he's going to do it before the Supreme Court, that the President of the United States should have absolute immunity, should effectively be above the law for virtually anything that a president does while in office. You don't agree with that, do you?
Well, I don't. So I don't think that. Well, in the case of immunity, there's two separate issues here.
Again, all smoke and mirrors. The entire Republican platform is, surprise, surprise, this person is only defending Trump now because it's what's politically best for him. If the Republican Party had moved on from Trump, say, after January 6th, he would be trashing Trump now. Question: who thinks that Marco Rubio cares about the little guy? I don't. The fact of the matter is, Rubio was right when he said those things in that clip, and he knows now if it's shown that you've ever spoken illy of Trump, you're instantly out of the VP race. So he's so desperately trying to turn the attention to anything about the fact that he actually doesn't agree with Trump and his values. Which, just quickly to note on that, it's a little different because Harris accepting the vice presidency position means something to young black women, to women in general all around America. Rubio taking the position is just to save his dying political career that Chris Christie axed in 2016. It just shows how unreal the Republican Party is. They stand on no morals, no values. It's just what's best for me in a way that I can sell to you. And it sucks that a portion of the country is still buying into this routine. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.